Hello guys, welcome back to Help for Good eLearning. My name is Prashant Jha. So in this particular tutorial, we are going to discuss about the collection data type. Okay, so there are four types of collection data type basically we have, and I'm going to just mention the name: list, tuple of tuple, and third one is set. Fourth is basically a dictionary. Okay. So there are four types of data type. You can see here the collection data type and what is the importance of this data type. I'll tell you that when you go for the real life project development, okay, real world project development. So at that time when you're using a Python programming and if you're developing any kind of application like desktop-based application, web-based application, that time this data type will help you a lot. Okay, because without this data type, I can't imagine the project. Okay, so this data type play a very important role, collection data type. Okay, and we will discuss each and every data type one by one. So first of all, if I'm going to discuss about the list data type. So what is the list data type? Okay, means let me discuss what is list data type. What is a list data type? Okay, so what is a list data type? I'll discuss the point by point. Okay, first, list store the data order wise, right? So if you have used the C and C++ guys, any one programming language, and if you have worked with the array, so in case of array, you know that it array, before using the array, we must have to declare the size of array. And in the array also, the data is going to start from index number 0 to the n minus 1 position. Okay, means order wise data is going to be stored in the array like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so same thing is going to happen here also. In list also, we can store the data order wise. Okay, like from 0, it will start from index number 0 to depends on that how much or how many data you want or how many objects you want inside your list. This is the first point. Now let's discuss about the second point. List is represented by square bracket as like array. Okay, square bracket as like array, guys. So in array also we use the square bracket. Here also in list we use the square bracket to represent the element. Okay, and the most important thing is that here like this square bracket is mandatory. Okay, so list is represented by square bracket. Then by nature it is growable. We can say that list is by nature growable. Okay, growable. Now what is the meaning of growable? Oh, spelling mistake. So the meaning of growable means what? There is no concept as like a array. There is no concept like you have to provide the size because it is flexible. As soon as you enter the data, its size automatically grows, and as soon as you remove the data, its size automatically decrease. Means it is automatically going to be shrink. So depends on the data. If you put the data, its size automatically grows, and if you remove the data, automatically its size is going to be reduced. That's why it is mentioned that it is by nature it is a growable, right? Now, next point is what I can say. Order-wise data is also we can store. It is mutable, right? It is mutable. Mutable in the sense, guys, when you have entered the value and you have stored the value in the list, and if you in future if you want to change, you can do a changes also. Means when your requirement is not fixed, when you don't know that what amount of data is going to store, and in future is this data is going to be changed, when you don't know these things, when your requirement is not fixed, so you can go for the list data type because it is by nature, it is a mutable. Mutable means you can do a changes. After that, what is the other points? We can say that store the data otherwise represent a square bracket. It is by nature growable. It is mutable. And anything else of no, I'm not remembering anything else. Okay, if I remember, I'll tell you. That's also the point. Let me check the coding part. So I'll just take one list. I'll take the name my list and I'll take the square bracket. I'll take some random number. And here also I'll take some string value like Prashant, like Sumit, and Rajesh, any random number, a random name, and then boolean value also I'm going to take true, I'll take some floating point value 3.14. This is what I have taken the right. So first of all, what I will do exactly here that I will check that data is stored order wise or not, in the order manner or not. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to check here order wise data. Okay. So let me print and check my list. Let me print and check my list. If I run this, uh, yes. In the same order we are receiving the output. The order we have given in the input time, the same order we are receiving the output also. Fine, that's good. And as I have already mentioned, the indexing is going to start from index number 0. So 0 at index number 0, we have a 2. At index number 1, we have a 3. At index number 2, we have a 5. At index number 3, we have a Prashant. So we can go for the, if I have to access the particular element in that way. So at index number 0, and similarly, I will check for 4 index 0, 1, 2, and the 3. So as per of this given input manner, like at index number 0, we have a 2, at index number 1, we have a 3, at index number 2, we have a 5, and index number 3, we have a Prashant. So we should get the output in that manner. Let me check. I'm just discussing a basic things, right? So we are getting the same way 2, 3, 5, and the Prashant. That's great. That's great. Also, what we can do exactly, because in Python, we have two types of indexing. If we are moving from left to right, so indexing start from the positive way, right? Means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In that manner, when you go for left to right, okay? When you move from left to right, that is a forward direction. And when you start from right to left, that is a backward direction. So in the right to left, when we are talking about, so right direction from right to left, when you start the indexing, it start from -1. Okay, it start from the -1. So -1 is 3.14, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8. Okay, it's a -8. So what I'll do exactly, I'll provide the -1. So as per of this given, theoretical explanation, what I want to say exactly, if it is start from right to left, okay, backward direction. So at -1 position means in this particular index, we have a 3.14. So we should get a first output that is a 3.14. Fine. Then at -2 position, we have a true. So we should get true, right? We are discussing this complete basics, guys, completely basics. Okay. And then in the -3 position, we have a Rajesh. So same thing. We are just checking because this is a best practice. If you go and if you type the code and if you run, then you can check in the best way, right? Let me run and check the output. Yes, we are getting the same thing. -1 means it is starting from negative indexing from last. Then -2 is true. Then -3 is Rajesh. So we are getting like -1, -2, -3 position value we are receiving here. And that is what we can say that is hence proof that we have a positive indexing as well as we have a negative indexing in the Python. Positive indexing start from left to right, forward direction. Negative indexing start from right to left, that is the backward direction. And that is a fantastic job we have discussed here. Now, can we select the range of data? Yes, that is also possible. If I want to select like from 0, 1, 2, this three element I want to select. So what should be the range and how we can provide? So first of all, you have to provide the 0. 0 means it is going to start from index number 0, okay? And then you want the value like 0, 1, 2. So you have to provide the range. And for that purpose, we have to use the colon. And when we are talking about like 0, 1, 2, first three element, so we have to provide the range till the next element. Okay. Like 0, 1, 2, 3. So we have to provide the range of 3. So it will iterate from 0 to 2. When we provide the range 3, 0 to 3, so it will select 0, 1, 2. First three element, it is going to be selected right that way. Like here you can check 2, 3, 5 we have selected perfectly, right? From 0, 1, 2. Similarly, if you want element like 0, 1, 2, 3, Prashant also if you want to include, so you have to take the n position. N position means we have to take the next element index also because it works like n-1 manner. So we have to provide the 4. So when we provide the 4, so it will iterate from 0 to 3. It will iterate from 0 to 3. So we are getting output like 2, 3, 5, and Prashant. This is what a manner. If you start from a 0, suppose we are starting from a 0 or suppose we are starting comma 2. So 0, 1, and 2. This is the index number 2. It will start from here. And as you can see here, I haven't mentioned any stopping criteria. I have not given the stopping criteria. I have not mentioned any stopping point where it is going to stop. So it will start from index number 2 and it will visit till the last element. It will visit till the last element, right? Let me run and check. Yes, so it has started. It has started from 5. Prashant, Sumit, Rajesh, true 3.14. So we are getting like this manner output. That is true and that is really great. Fine. Fantastic job. Right. Similarly, in the opposite direction, like if we am going to start from, if I've given the 3. So 3 means it will select the first 3 element, 0, 1, 2. 3 means we are giving this indexing position. So it will start from here to here. Okay. So you can check that output also. 2 3 5. So you have given the 3, so that is the index number 3. It is going to start from here because n minus 1 position, you know that. And right now what I want to do exactly, after visiting 0 position, I want to visit on the index number 2, then index number 4, index number 6, in that manner. So how it is possible? That is also possible. But for that purpose, you have to give the starting point, that is a 0, and then 0 to where you have to visit. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0 to 7 index number. And what will be your incrementing order? Your incrementing order means I want to increment by 2. By default, it is visiting one index after another, right? Means one index by one index by it is visiting. But I want that it should visit after index number 0. It should visit directly on the index number 2. After that, it should directly visit on the index number 4. That is what I want. So that's why I'm providing the incrementing order, right? 2. So we are getting a 2, 5, and true. You can see at index number 0, we have a 2. After that, at index number, after 2 increment, means after leaving this first index, at index number 2, you have a 5. At index number 4, you have a Sumit. At index number 6, you have a true. So we are getting after that, obviously, it is not possible to increment because we have left with the only one element. So it is not going to visit more index, and this is what a manner of the list data type, right? And there are many functions are available. There are many functions are available that is also we can use. For example, if I want to add something, a new element in that, so we can use the mylist dot append function. Inside the append, if I provide some value, any value, like I want to provide the 9, so 9 is going to be added in the last. Okay, so this is the append function. Using the append function, you can do that. You can, okay, I haven't displayed. I'll display that one also, my list. My list. Scaling. Fine. So if I run this, you can see here that at last 9 has added, right? You're just append the 9, so 9 has added in the last, and this is the 9 here we have added. Similarly, if you want to insert in any particular index position like 0, 1, 2, at index number 2, you want to insert the some other element, or index number 3 like 0, 1, 2, and 3. At index number 3, I want to insert something. So your question will be like, sir, if you insert at index number 3, so what will be happen with the Prashant with this given value, present existed value? So it is going to shift in the right side. Okay, one position in the right side. So Prashant will shift in the right side. Sumit will shift in the right side. Rajesh will shift in the right side. Every element, every object, every item of this list is going to shift it in the right side when I'm going to insert on this particular position. So 0, 1, 2, 3 at index number 3. And for that purpose, what I have to do, I'm going to call the insert function. Inside the insert function, you have to provide the 2 arguments. First is your index number. So at index number 3, what value you want? I want yeah, Rahul. Let's take. Right, so at index number 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. At index number 3, so first I have given the index number, then second argument we have to provide as an object which we want on that particular index in the list. So let's run. 235. So you can check here the Rahul has inserted. So you can check here the Rahul has inserted at index number 3, and Prashant has shifted one position right side. Prashant, Sumit, every object has shifted on the right side. Okay, so we should not worry about that loss of the items, because ultimately we're providing that, right? And another, if I'm going to discuss, because this is very important data type, so a lot of operations we perform here, right? And if you call the clear function, so clear function actually clear the list. Clear the list means your list is not going to delete, but your items inside of the list is going to be deleted. It is going to be cleared. So it will print the empty list when I'm going to run. Uh, right now you can see here we are getting an empty list. Right, we are getting an empty list because when you call the clear function, it will clear inside all the element of your list. Similarly, if I'm going to uh, call the delete del, so this del keyword means it is going to delete the entire list. And after that, if you try to print the my list, obviously it is not existing. If you have deleted the list, means it is removed from the memory, so it doesn't exist in the memory. And if you try to print the my list, you will get the error. You will get the error. Right, you're getting that name my list is not defined. Did you mean the list? Because you have deleted. Now, if you have a question, sir, I want to delete some particular index value. So that is also possible. And how it is possible? Suppose I want to delete the index number 3 value, right? So you have to just provide the index number 3. So it is going to delete your particular index value, index number 3. Right, so you can check your input 235 Prashant, Sumit, Rajesh true and 3.14. You are getting a 3235 Sumit, Rajesh true and 3.14, but you're not getting a Prashant here. Why you're not getting a Prashant here? Because it has deleted. It is already deleted from here. So this is the way. There are a bunch of operations that you can perform here. Bunch of operations means what I can say here, right? So and this is the perfect thing that you are checking using the in operator. Also, you can check here, like for example, uh, if I want to check like Prashant in my list of Prashant in my list. We are checking that Prashant is present in the my list or not. That is what we are checking. Yes, true. Because Prashant is present. So that's why we are getting a true with the help of this membership operator. And also there are many more operations are available. Delete and this has done. Similarly, if you want to remove the element, so what I can do, we can just use the my list. Dot pop function. So pop function will remove the last element, because if you know the concept of stack, so in a stack, whatever the operation we have to perform, like push and pop operation, when we want to insert that, we are looking to insert the element in the stack, so we perform the push operation, and that is going to be performed on the top side, means from here, if I say so, right side, on the top side. Okay, and when we are talking about removing an element, that is also going to happen from the top side, means push and pop operation, both the operation is happen from the top end. So for the pop operation means removing an element from the stack. Similarly, we are calling the pop function, so this will remove the topmost element. Now 3.14, if right now you are seeing these things are horizontally, but just try to imagine it is like a vertical. So in the vertical manner, if you imagine it, 3.14 will be your topmost element. So definitely pop function will remove the last element without asking any single query, without asking anything else. So let's run. And it has done. 3.14 has removed. And again, if you check here, my list, if you check the my list here, so I'll run and you can see that 3.14 has removed. So you will get only what value? 235. Prashant, Sumit, Rajesh, and true you are getting. So it has removed. And there are many more things are also there. It is not only that. So you can check many functions are there, and you can perform a different operation with the different things. For right now, I think it is okay. It is a lot of things we have discussed here about the list data type, and rest of the things you can go on the official site of the Python, or you can use the chat GPT, whatever the source you feel good. Go ahead and try to extract the more information. Try to find out more and more information about that. And that is very important. So for right now, it is okay. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you in the next lecture.